Palm Jumeirah is one of the most successful real estate investment stories in the world, known for record-breaking sales, luxury beachfront living, and high ROI. But what most investors don't know about is that there's a new opportunity launching now, with price per square feet well below the surrounding five-star properties. This is PASSO by Beyond, the latest beachfront development by the award-winning team behind Dubai's most buzzworthy waterfront launches, and operating under Omniyat, one of the most trusted luxury developers in the UAE. With strong potential for capital appreciation, short-term rental income, and access to private beachfront living in one of the most iconic neighborhoods on the planet. This is the opportunity global investors have been waiting for. Let's join Ahmed and Arshi inside the sales center for a full breakdown.
Hi Gigi, as per your request, for your viewers, I'm currently here at Beyond Sales Center with, of course, the one and only Arshi, the sales director, who will actually go through for our viewers and tell us what's the great upcoming project all about. Please let our viewers know, why is this project by Beyond and not in Maritime? Why is this one so unique? Take over, please.
Of course. Hello, GG viewers. I'm so happy to have you guys here. So let's start first with the main factor, which is the location. So what I'm going to cover up in this video is the address, the project itself, and of course the experience that every investor or an end user will get in this project. Going to the address, once we decided to take Beyond on the next level, we decided to choose one of the most iconic locations, I would say, in the world, because Palm Jumeirah is a world-known island.
Exactly.
So we decided to enter Palm Jumeirah, and not only enter Palm Jumeirah, but enter the luxury sector of Palm Jumeirah, which is the Crescent on the Palm. Now, the area that we have decided to go for is the West Palm, which again, it's more private, more exclusive, and this plot is basically one of the last plots, I would say, in the West Preserve of the Palm. So having that said, I always say that any island, any project, any location is only going to be built once. So better to be part of it while you can. So we already mentioned the location, the prime location that it holds. It's home to one of the most luxurious projects in Dubai. One of the most luxurious villas are located in this beautiful location in the Palm Jumeirah. And the designated plots that we have for this, it's basically in between the Kempinski Hotel and the 8 residences. So we have a huge plot in that sector with 250 meters of the private beachfronts. And we're having basically 2 buildings now.
So Arshi, for our viewers and investors, I'm assuming that majority of the investors who are not interested in, for example, the Maritime, because it's still the infrastructure is still long away. So anyone who's looking for a community, a fully established community with the infrastructure available, would definitely look into Palm Jumeirah and this particular project of yours.
Definitely. Now, the advantages that you have in Palm Jumeirah, as you said, Ahmed, is that it's an established community. It's already mature. So you have the beautiful Royal Atlantis, you have the Atlantis Hotel, you have the one and only Palm, you have, there are many interesting projects. You have the beautiful community of the 32 carat villas. You have the Zambil Sarai Hotel, many 5
Indeed. There's no need to introduce Jumeirah, it's already established a history and a name for itself.
Having that, people who enter this sector, it's basically different, you know. Maritime City is more of a newly established community. It's still on the ground. It's not in the stage that Palm is today. But in this area, once the project is completed, you have all the surroundings already working out for you. And you do not need to wait for the next building and the building next to it and that to be done. That's why the price ranges are also different.
Excellent. Tell us more about the project right here.
The project. So when you come to the project, your journey actually begins on the Asians, right? So this sector that you see is part that goes into the basement parkings. This building, I can say, is one of the tallest among the tallest buildings in Palm Jumeirah, because basically in Palm Jumeirah, the allowance to have a tower is like G+7 or G+8. What we have accomplished here is G+14, so you have a beautiful 15-level story building, which comes in 2 towers. We have a Tower A, Avita, and Tower B, which is Bella. So once you enter, as you can see, Ahmad, there are 2 art piazzas that we have as an entrance point of the community, which we do have a glass pavilion under that. So these glass pavilions are a point that you can have your guests. They're a double height story areas, glass houses, I would say, that you can have. We have libraries there, we have coffee sectors where you can enjoy like clubhouses, we have lounges there. So we have different sectors of pavilions.
So Archie, let me, I'm sorry to cut you off, but are these both towers, both building residential, or one of them is going to be a hotel? They are residential.
With a hotel concept.
Both or just one?
Both of them are.
Both of them will be residential with a hotel concept.
Yeah, so we're basically designing these 2 buildings to give you the experience of a hotel. Because when it comes to the experience that we're providing in these 2 beautiful towers, you have every box that you want to tick when it comes to a resort style living.
There we go. Okay.
So here we have the entrance points. And one of the important factors, again, Ahmad, is that I have so much to cover for you in these 2 buildings. One of the other important factors is that we have units starting from 1 to 6 bedrooms. So the 1 bedrooms, 2 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms, they're all spread around the building. Now, for the way that these 2 towers are positioned, they basically get open view from each side. Now, our philosophy always and beyond is when we design a specific building, we do it in a way not to have any alarms.
Unobstructed views, correct.
We're basically positioning them in a way, in an angle for the, first of all, when it comes to the sun pass diagram, which units they get the majority of the sunlight during the day. We look into very small details about every single tower in order to have one of the most successful project style.
So basically every apartment will come with its own view over here.
Exactly.
No waste of space over here. No obstruction. Excellent. What else would the clients want?
Even when it comes to like ground floor units, which we are providing a wellness collection, it's a mixture of 1 and 2 beds with their own private swimming pool, with their own private access to the community, which we will go to the other side of the building and I'll surprise you. So yeah, we have a lot of pavilions dedicated to the facilities of the community. For example, one sector of the tower now, the 2 main pavilions that we have is the wellness pavilion and the kids pavilion, which we have it. The wellness pavilion is next to Tower A, which is Avita. Now, as you can see throughout the landscaping and the model that we have here, it's surrounded by landscaping and aquascaping. So you have your own dedicated pools for the wellness area. The units that you see down below, they are a mix of 1 and 2 beds with their own private swimming pool as well. And if you follow me this side, this over here, you have the 250 meters of a private beach access, which is usable by all the residents.
250 meters. Wow.
250 meters. And even when it comes to our swimming pool, it's, I would say, one of the biggest lengths of swimming pool in Palm Jumeirah. Now, as you can see over here, we have 6 exclusive beach mansions, which are having their own private basement, their own private lobby, their own private covered up parking space where you can take your own elevator and come to the unit, which takes you all.
Wow. So you have an exclusive entrance to your own.
Exactly.
What do you call it? Would you call them mansion or?
Yeah, the mansions, the beach mansions. What does this remind you of?
A yacht, a boat? There we go. All right. So that was the concept is by sea.
Is inspired by the yacht marina living. that so we had this idea that while you are at the beach at your own villa, you feel you're at your boat at the same time. So this is something very...
And this is a 3-level mansion, right?
+2, usually.
+2.
And you also have a basement.
And a basement underground. Okay, that's where you will park your car and be able to have access to it. Excellent. Wow.
So the basement basically has an elevator and a lobby, which takes you...
Wow.
Yeah. And the parking space that is also in the basement is going to be covered up. So your car will be out of every other resident's car.
The built-up area, what kind of sizes are we talking here?
11,000 in it.
Wow, 11,000 built-up area. Nice. Nice.
So after these 6 exclusive mansions, we also have penthouses. We have 5 penthouses, which we have 2 in this tower, 2 in the other tower, and 1 in the middle. So we have 5 exclusive penthouses of 4 and 5 beds with their own private swimming pool. Even the penthouses will have their own private lobby, their own exclusive elevator, which take them directly to their unit. The rest of the towers that you see in the both sides, they're a mix of 2 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms. And we do have another interesting collection, which is the Elite Collection. In the Elite Collection, again, we have from 1-bedroom types of units up to the 4-bedroom types.
Why are you calling it the Elite?
It is an elite size of a unit. But like, what do we define luxury is basically size. This is one of the most important things for us, apart from the design and exclusivity and all. So the main thing, which is the size, we have even 1-bedroom up to like 1,500, 1,600. So we include them as part of the elite unit, and also the units that sometimes come on the corner.
Or a unit.
We call them the elite type yard. We have kind of a dual deal. Now, interesting thing about this project is that it's floor-to-ceiling glass, right?
Okay. How many meters are we talking about? 3.2.
So again, we are going beyond expectations.
Exactly.
Having very high ceilings. And now the same thing goes for both towers.
And Archie, I did also notice by looking at your floor plans, your apartments had actually one of the cleanest cut layouts. No wasted areas, because majority of the projects that I've seen in Palm that had launched, I always wondered how would the landlord actually furnish this apartment.
Yeah.
But looking at your layouts, I realized they were beautifully cut as far as not wasting any space.
Exactly. Now, one of the things about the building, when you look at it, it's basically inspired by nature and crafted by the sea. So looking at the shape of the tower, it gives you the impression of the canyons that it basically changed. So far out
that.
As you go higher, the number of the units gets more limited and they get more explosive. Now, one interesting thing about this project, which you can actually differentiate it with other projects in the Palm, is that they are giving you 1-bedroom units surrounding. So you have all types of views when it comes to 1-bedroom. And usually when it comes to some exclusive projects, developers do not tend to have 1-bedroom sectors on here. But what we are providing here as for 1-bedroom units is something limited, nicely designed, very spacious. Every single room will have their own in-suite. It's a smart home system. You have high-end kitchen appliances. And we're trying to take every single piece.
So it's so basically the kitchen will be fully fitted. Okay. Guess what? The rest of the apartment will not be furnished.
Then we have to double the price.
Of course. And majority of the people actually do prefer to furnish it based on their own taste.
So looking at it, it is an investor product. It is an end user product. And Palm itself, you know, we always say a community gets 100% developed when there are no more empty plots for it. We still do have empty plots in it. So even for investors, if they invest at this time, and especially looking at the project as an off-plan project, it still has that growth, you know? Like, let's be honest, it's going to be like the first investors who came when Palm Jumeirah was a piece of sand.
Exactly.
But again, they are going to make the capital appreciation, not as much as the first.
True. Now, the other thing I've noticed is that your amenities are spread out in the entire area. Now, tell me, what is it that I see on top of the buildings?
Okay, so on the 14th level of this project, we have a 360-degree view with the swimming pool area, infinity swimming, which will have a view of everywhere, basically. I can say you have the view of the blue waters, the Dubai Eye, you have the address and JBR. From the front side, you have a view of the Royal Atlantis, the Atlantis Hotel, the skyline of Dubai. Every location, top location in Dubai, you will have a view on that. On the other sector, we have a landscaping area like more of
A Zen garden, perhaps?
yeah, some kind of.
Because you do have the wellness section over here in this tower, particular tower.
And so both of these side like relaxation area, let's say for the residences. That's the rooftop garden.
Nice.
One important thing is on the 13th level of every single tower, like from one side, now that we have the spa on the top floor of this tower, we have dedicated a designated area on the 13th floor of this tower, also with a concept of a pool, but towards like the blue waters where you can see it here, irresolutely. This is something I guess you missed. So it's basically on this section over there, which again is here the residences. Now, moving on, and the similar type that you have on the 13th floor here. On the other side, again, you have a landscaping area where you have a private cinema
Nice.
section.
Are we talking about an outdoor cinema?
No, indoor
Indoor cinema.
outdoor landscaping relaxation. Now we do have a spa as well in the building where you can have your own masseuse come and massage you, and it's a spa sector called the residences, and you have everything on the
Another question. You mentioned that the project will have its own spa.
yeah.
What other facilities you're providing here as far as commercial goes, retail? Are you involved in that? No retail.
We do not entertain, first of all, like we do not sell retails. We don't do it even when it comes to Maritime City project. Why? Because when we create something, we want to have full control in order to have able to keep the quality.
Keep the quality, yes.
We do not want any kind of business.
Any third party to enter, and
It's
yes.
us and us only, and we
You don't want them to ruin the vibe that Beyond wants to offer its
try to
advantage.
keep it exclusive. We want to keep that resort style living alive, and we don't want to go mess it up.
I agree 100%. It's one of the biggest issues that I do realize that takes away that exclusivity, the elegance from a project is when a third party comes and opens up a supermarket, for example, a small...
Whatever you
Exactly. So, great
We
point.
want to keep the quality of the building on a very high end. That's why we're not doing it. On this section, this is actually a fun factor. Here is where we spoil the kids in order to grow with luxury.
Wow, that's a fancy looking kids play area, actually.
This kids playing area, or the viewers as well, if they want to see in details, it's a kids playing area that is outside. We have dedicated an outdoor and indoor kids playing area with climbing rocks that we have in the outdoor section, slides, and some waterfall features that we have here. So once you buy this, you have to have a very expensive future for your kids.
Indeed, indeed. Now, Archie, what about the gymnasium?
We do have the other sector.
Okay,
There's
so-
the wellness center
Oh.
is a gym, a yoga studio, everything. It contains everything.
Okay, so in total, how many swimming pools are we talking about within the community altogether?
Well, we have one on the rooftop. We have one on the 13th snub. And over here, we have like the kids pool. We have the lounge pool in the middle. That it's like step. You know it? Keep coming lower and lower. So basically, when you look into the ground floor here, it is while it comes to the beach, it actually
Nice,
to the beach
nice.
is
So basically, the entire water feature that we're looking at is usable. It is swimming pool then. Excellent.
It is a swimming pool at the
that's a
swimming
max-
area. The swimming pool over there, you have on the rooftop, you have on the 13th level, not the kids area, and next to the gym also, you do have, that's
And then I should say that you have private cabanas over there as well for clients. Beautiful, excellent.
so you have it all, I would say. You have a library, dedicated library, in the glass pavilion, which you have in both buildings, and it's a really high-end living experience.
Excellent. And now the one bedroom sizes are starting from what?
Starting from 850 plus,
Okay, and the two bedroom size?
the two bedrooms from 1,200, 300, it goes all the way to 3,000 square feet.
Wow.
The sizes are very, we have different types of sizes in all types of units. And
I think you guys have been trying to be as flexible as much possible to let every sort of investor
Exactly.
to be able to afford to invest in here. That might explain it.
we
Yeah.
have all types of units surrounding the building with beautiful ocean views, the sea view, and all types of units that you can basically have this project. of course, all the penthouses, the 3-bedrooms, 2 bedrooms, they basically on the front side. And also we do have 2 bedrooms surrounding in the middle, surrounding on the edges. The good thing about it, Ahmed, that it's mentioned is that the distance between, now we are launching Tower A, but the distance from Tower B to the building next to it, which is the 80 residences, is around like 75 meters. So you have a proper distancing, which gives every single angle of that unit to also have a proper view towards the front. And when it comes to Tower A, which we're launching now, the building next to it is the Kempinski. So the Kempinski Hotel, this sector, if you can see, we have planted some positioning of the villas. You have the Kempinski villas, which they're low racks.
And obviously that controls the obstruction as well. Excellent.
They do not get.
They will not be congested and be blocking any other apartment. That's beautiful. That's music to not just my ears, but to our investors as well. Now, I know Beyond is very well known with its payment plan.
Yes.
So Maritime was a huge success for us because of your payment plan. So what is the payment plan over here?
So we are having a 64-2 payment plan.
Fantastic.
Which it is similar to Maritime, but it's a different timeline of completion. So the project is going to be completed in Q3 2029. And the payment plan is you pay 10 plus 4% land department registration fee in the beginning, 10% after a month, and then every 6 months,
5%. Wow, that works up perfect.
Completion time, 40%.
Excellent. Well, Arshi, I think you pretty much covered every aspect into the pretty honest. Thank you as always. Gigi, I hope you are pleased. And of course, our viewers definitely are pleased. If you have any more questions regarding this project, please reach out to Gigi and stay tuned for more.
You're ready to secure a beachfront investment on Palm Jumeirah at a price point that allows for capital appreciation and rental income. Reach out to me directly. Opportunities like this on one of the most iconic islands in the world do not come around often. My team and I can help you evaluate availability, pricing, and secure the best units based on your goals. Message me now on WhatsApp or subscribe to the Dubai Connect podcast to stay tuned for future launches. PASSO by Beyond Palm Jumeirah, your chance to invest in Dubai's next success story.